message from a dying planet in Epsilon Bootes. Duncan Noonan.
What occurred to me was that the stars are spaced at random in the sky, therefore the coordinates of a star map, expressed numerically, would be a random series of numbers. There are 7 dots in the barrier, and there are 6 dots on the right-hand side here. And they have quite a marked resemblance, very marked indeed, to the constellation figure of Bootes, the herdsman. These short lines of intense, rapidly repeated echoes appear to be of the nature of clues, as it were, to the interpretation of the panel. It's like these sort of children's puzzles where you join up the dots and you make a shape, so that you could sort of take it like this. It starts here. We come from Epsilon Bootes, which is a double star, and then we have this interesting sort of swallow-like shape here, and it says, or seems to say, we live on the 6th planet of 7. Well, 2 signals later, we get an absolutely explicit statement in another scale figure that they came from the 2nd planet to the 6th. They've got a black and grey arrow pointing from the 2nd planet to the 6th with a sun dot at the front end of it. The sun, in other words, it says the sun pushed us from the 2nd planet to the 6th. And just in case we haven't got the point, it's repeated in exactly the same way 2 signals later.
The signals are the only known message from space. In the sequence of sounds, Duncan Noonan has found a specific message of a population moving from the 2nd planet to the 6th in Epsilon Bootes. And then where? Perhaps to Earth. The signals are an SOS to the universe.
In this situation, the inhabitants of the planetary system would find themselves in real danger. Their own planet would get hotter. In time, all the planets would get very hot. They would have, in other words, to perfect first interplanetary and then interstellar travel in order to get away from the sun. So the probe then came to the Earth. It came to the solar system. It located the Earth. It came into orbit around the Earth, and it began looking for signals, really intelligent signals from Earth that would indicate the presence of intelligence.
If Duncan Noonan's interpretation of the signals is correct, a space probe is now traveling in our solar system, monitoring life on Earth. It may already have been seen by American astronauts.
Gemini 7 here, Houston, out of your 8.
Loud and clear. 7, go ahead.
Have bogey at 10 o'clock high.
This is Houston. Say again, 7.
We have a bogey at 10 o'clock high.
Roger.
Gemini Control here again. The reference in that conversation was bogey. It was Borman who reported sighting the bogey. This is Gemini Control Houston at 4 hours, 24 minutes into the flight.
Bogey is the code word for an unidentified aircraft. But a bogey in space is almost beyond belief. Or is it? Peak hours, the skies over the United States are filled with as many as 100,000 aircraft. They are watched continuously by the best trained, most skilled radar operators in all the world. To them, UFOs are a daily occurrence. NORAD, the North American Defense Command, for example, reports 800 UFOs on radar every month. Most, of course, are eventually explained, but not all. Almost 400 sightings are still carried on the books as unidentified flying objects. Reports of airborne objects which cannot be identified give a clear indication that the Earth is being monitored, watched by a presence from somewhere else in the universe. To an incoming space probe, The solar system is unknown territory that must be charted and searched for evidence of life. Assume the technology of reaching thousands of miles per second had been accomplished, that the problems of acceleration and deceleration in space had been overcome. A probe would then enter the solar system from its most distant point, past Pluto, 3 billion miles from the Sun, and lacking atmosphere, past Neptune and Uranus, too heavily laden with hydrogen and methane to support life. To ring Saturn, awesome, beautiful, protected by a band of asteroids, but with an atmosphere of helium, hydrogen, methane, and ammonia. Verdict, no life. Ahead on the journey lie the most probable planets where life might be sustained. Banded Jupiter. Atmosphere, hydrogen, helium, methane, ammonia. No life. Mars. Distance from Sun, 142 million miles. Diameter 4,200 miles. Atmosphere, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, argon. Probable life. Mars. Life potential close-up survey. Planetary atmosphere, thin. Water present in small quantities. All life forms designated primitive. Existence marginal. No life form on Mars is capable of sending electronic signals into space. If there is intelligent life in this system, it must be on the third planet, the blue world called Earth. The moon is a perfect vantage point from which to study the Earth. Only 250,000 miles away, the explorers could keep a close watch on the blue planet. The moon is now familiar territory after 6 successful manned landings. But our detailed knowledge is limited to 6 specific locations. Each has told us something new, something we did not know before. The moon is different from the Earth, and clearly was not torn from it, as many scientists once thought. We'll find minerals in abundance on the moon. Minerals that are extremely rare on Earth, yet they are vital to successful space voyages. Plans to mine them have already been drawn by NASA and private industry. One theory holds that explorers from outer space have already mined the moon, pulling from it such minerals as titanium, a metal essential to space technology. It is unfortunate that we can no longer afford to explore the lunar surface. For it is just barely possible that somewhere on the moon are the traces of previous explorers. If travelers from outer space were seeking an exploitable planet in our solar system, the moon would become the jumping-off point for their explorations. There are those who believe it has already happened. Duncan Moonen.
It's possible that in the course of our history in the last 13,000 years that ships from Epsilon Botis have come here, have conducted survey missions, possibly even had small settlements established here for a time and pulled out again.
We have evidence that a landing was made in the Andes near a lake called Titicaca. From the shore, the outline of Titicaca has no pattern. Only when viewed from space does it take on the shape of a jaguar about to pounce. ancient language of the region, Titicaca means stone of the jaguar. Was it named by arriving space colonists? An arid mesa called the Altiplano fringes Lake Titicaca. On the barren, wind-swept plain, the air is thin and corn does not grow. It is a harsh environment, yet there is reason to believe that here long ago, Earth Base 1 was established. Earth Base 1, a starting point on a new world, a place to practice such advanced technologies as planetary and biological engineering. Most of the traces of Earth Base 1 have been obliterated. The Inca who dominated this part of the world erased the histories of the regions they conquered. But in the mounds, rubble, and broken walls of an Andean plain lie the ruins of a once great city called Tiwanaku. It stands mysterious and unexpected at 13,000 feet above sea level. It might have housed the most advanced civilization of ancient times. Long before the Inca arrival, Tiwanaku was a reality. And the question arises, how much did the Inca take away in plunder, and how much in technology? The Inca did not build Tiwanaku, nor did the ancestors of Indians who now live on this desolate mountain plain. Despite years of study and analysis, scientists are still unable to date these ruins. Estimates of its age range from 1,200 to 15,000 years old. But 15,000 years ago, man was still using flint tools and had not yet developed agriculture. The monolith tells its own story of Earth Base 1. In 1927, the carvings were interpreted as an account of the Earth's original capture of the moon. The theory was dismissed as nonsense. But at the close of the Apollo program, there has emerged a similar theory that the moon has wandered through our solar system, only to be captured by the Earth. Of all the mysteries at Tiwanaku, none looms quite as large as a monolithic archway called the Gate of the Sun. Cut from a single block of andesite, it weighs at least 10 tons. No one knows how it was transported or what tools were used to carve the mysterious figures that run across its face. For the carefully chiseled lines depict birds that never flew in the skies above the Earth. A record in stone that we cannot read, except for one intriguing feature, the eyes, which form a part of still another creature. Figures barely discernible but nonetheless familiar to us as space-helmeted astronauts. No less mysterious are the eyes of the god atop the arch. 2 tears are deeply etched into his cheeks, and no one can say why the sun god of Tiwanaku weeps. And so it stands, a brooding, mysterious ruin atop a desolate mountain plateau, 13,000 feet in the air. Was it built by those who came to make a new home of planet Earth? 300 miles away, on another plane, lie the strange lines of Nazca. From ground level, the lines are very shallow scratches, barely 4 inches deep. Yet they have remained intact for thousands of years. No wind blows across the plain. No rain washes away the marks. Whoever drew the lines knew they would remain. The plain is in effect a giant permanent blackboard, readable only from the air above. It was designed for incoming alien explorers. It may still serve the same function. April 15th, 1966. A television cameraman filming a commercial in a helicopter saw and filmed something that has still not been explained.